Boeing has confirmed its plans to submit its F-15EX fighter jet for the Indian Air Force's MRFA competition, as the request for proposal will be issued by end of 2022. The U.S. Department of Defense has quoted the flyaway unit cost of the F-15EX to be $87.9 million, with a $29,000 per hour flying cost. But the Vice President of Boeing's fighter division, Steve Parker, has said that the price of F-15EX would come below $80 million per unit, despite ongoing problems with supply chains and inflation that have recently driven up prices in the defense industry. The F-15EX will be 33% cheaper than the French Rafale, as the Rafale F-3R standard was procured by Indian Air Force at $120 million per unit, with per hour flight cost of $21,000. The Su-30 fighter jets of the Indian Air Force are being integrated with Israeli IDIRB Extended Range Air-to-Air Missile. The ground vibration testing has completed, and the IDIRB-ER will soon be cleared to carry out captive flight trials from a Su-30 aircraft. The IDIRB-ER variant weighs 118 kilograms and has a speed of Mach 4, and it features a dual-pulse rocket motor, an innovative software-controlled active radar seeker, which improves the strike capabilities at multiple ranges including short ranges and beyond visual range. India had already tested the IDIRB Extended Range missile from a Tejas light combat aircraft in April 2021. The Aeronautical Development Agency had released a work package towards activities for the development, integration, flight testing, certification of identification, friend or foe system and communication systems for Tejas Mark 1A, and as per latest information, the private sector firm VDG Global Consulting has emerged as the lowest bidder and has been awarded the 62.8 crore rupees contract. In a big development, the Indian government will allocate over 5,000 crore rupees for the local production of 4.2 lakh indigenous carbines that will be procured by the Indian Army, Navy and the Air Force. The production of 4.2 lakh carbines will take time, for which the government is considering a plan to award 60% of the contract to the L1 bidder and remaining 40% to the L2 bidder, and the combined capacities of both the manufacturers will help in faster completion of the large order. The same model of splitting the orders will be practiced in other defense deals which have a delivery timeline of over 3 years. British firm Rolls-Royce and French firm Safran Power Units have jointly signed an assessment phase contract with MBDA to work collaboratively to mature a new propulsion solution for a new generation of deep strike anti-ship missile. Interestingly, the future cruise anti-ship weapon will be ready by 2029 and will replace the Scalp air-launched subsonic cruise missile and air and ship-launched Exocet and Harpoon anti-ship missiles, which are also armed on Rafale fighters of the Indian Air Force and P-8I aircraft and Scorpion submarine of the Indian Navy. In an interesting development, Israel Aerospace Industries has announced that it is developing a capability for the Heron UAVs to take off and land on aircraft carriers such as the British Royal Navy's Queen Elizabeth-class carrier. Indian Navy operates 16 Heron UAVs, and the capability to operate from aircraft carrier and short runways would be of great interest to the Navy. Chinese Special Forces have deployed its gyrocopter Hunting Eagle during a military exercise near the Tibetan Plateau that were armed with 2 air-to-surface anti-armor missiles. The military gyrocopter has a range of 690 kilometers and has a takeoff weight of 560 kilograms, and it can touch a ceiling of 5,300 meters.
Omar dropped it.